Today, we are going to talk about traditional marriages versus non traditional marriages. And do traditional marriages still work? Hi, my name is Angela.
And I'm Pierre.
We are a husband and wife marriage and relationship coaching duo. We've been married 27 years and together over 30 years. And we are here to share with you our life, love, and marriage experiences.
Our goal is to help Black couples communicate more, love more, and work together to build supportive and long term relationships.
So, babe, the other day I was listening to this podcast.
Hmm.
They're called the Amazing Clarks, and they're on the Black Love Network,
Yeah.
podcast network.
Okay.
And they were talking about it was a really good. It was a really good podcast, and they were talking about traditional marriages versus non-traditional.
Hmm.
And she coined a phrase, luxury marriages, and I thought that was very interesting.
Luxury marriages.
Luxury marriages. Yeah, I thought
Okay.
that was really interesting. And she described a luxury marriage as, when women aren't they don't have to get married now,
Okay.
because they make their own money. They
Yeah.
they travel, they do their own thing, so they're not feeling like they have to rush into marriage like
Okay.
you know way back when
Yeah.
women were rushing to get into marriage for the stability, for the security, to have children.
Hmm.
And that's just not the same now. So getting married now, it is a luxury because it's an option.
Yeah.
It's not a necessity necessarily, for most people. So what do you think about traditional versus non-traditional? What's your take on that?
What I think about traditional versus non-traditional. My take on it is, well, you want me to describe what I think a traditional marriage is?
Well,
Is
I
that
mean,
what you're
just
saying?
what do you when you think about traditional versus non-traditional?
Uh-huh.
What is your take on it? How do you?
Well, my take on a traditional marriage, what I think a traditional marriage is the man goes to work, the
Hmm.
husband goes to work,
Hmm.
um, the wife pretty much stays home, takes care of the kids, um, and takes care of the house.
Hmm.
The husband comes home, he makes all the money.
Right.
He pays for whatever he has to pay for, and he gives the wife, an allowance,
Right. I
which
don't
is
know.
an
Right.
allowance, you know. But he takes care of most of the money. She takes care of most of the house and
Right.
the duties in the house, takes care of the kids and stuff like that. I
Hmm.
think that's the traditional marriage. That's,
The 2.5 kids.
yeah, the 2.5
The
kids.
nucleus family.
Yeah. I never
Nuclear.
understood the point five part of the
Me.
kids. I mean, you
No.
yeah, that don't sound
No.
right.
I don't know. A little picket fence and a dog.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah. That's the traditional
Living
marriage.
in the suburbs.
Living in the
Yeah,
suburbs.
exactly. Okay,
Yes. But I
okay.
think the non-traditional marriage, the so which the non-traditional is the luxury, right?
Yes,
So that's with the
that's
working.
what we have.
Yeah,
Non-traditional.
that's
Yes.
exactly. That's what we have. I just didn't know we had a luxury
Yeah, it's a
marriage.
luxury. Yes.
A luxury marriage. That's actually pretty
It's a
cool.
luxury being married to me.
Oh, and it's a pleasure being married to you
Oh,
too.
yeah. Okay. So non-traditional.
Non-traditional, I guess the non-traditional will be the working woman.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
she's going out and she's making her own money, and the husband is still working,
Oh,
and in some
Shelly went.
cases,
Shelly went by.
that was our little dog. And in some cases, sometimes I guess the man is probably in some of those marriages, the man
Staying
is probably
home.
staying home.
Staying home, taking care of the kids.
You
Yeah,
know,
you did that for a little while with when our
yeah,
yeah with Tia,
I
with our
did it
youngest.
with our youngest. I stayed
Mm-hmm.
home, and you had just got a new job,
Yep.
and you was working, and so. But yes, I think we have a non-traditional marriage
Yes.
because I think a lot of times in the traditional marriages, um, you know, the man probably wouldn't do dishes and probably wouldn't do laundry and things like
Right,
that.
because he thinks that's his responsibility is bringing home the money,
E-
and her responsibility is taking care of the household.
exactly.
Right. And
But
there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, if you can do it, I wouldn't mind, when we first got married, to have a traditional marriage,
yeah,
if that
if
was
that was the case,
what
if
that would have
it's
been an
an
option.
option, yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't have mind at all.
but
I
you
don't
know,
mind now. Can
yeah,
I stay
I'm
home?
sure you don't. But but as far as like the non-traditional marriage, as far as the woman making her money,
Hmm.
going out and making the money, that's good. It's good. To me, it works because
Hmm.
um it helps with the family, with especially when you have both the wife and the husband working,
Or you're
it's
living in California,
or
and
you live in
you
California.
have to work. Yeah,
You know,
both people have to work. Yeah.
exactly.
Yes.
But yeah, that's the non the the non traditional marriage, or the luxury marriage. It works for us.
It does.
It works
It
for
does.
us.
So if one of your friends came up and said, "Man, I have this woman I really care about, but I want a traditional woman. I want a traditional marriage. I want her to stay home, but she's got this, career and everything."
Mm.
What advice would you give him?
You really want me to?
Be nice.
I'm
Be
blunt.
nice. He's blunt. Yes, he is.
Especially with my friends. But basically, I would tell them, uh, if your woman is working,
Hmm.
and in the kid scenario, does she not want to give up her job? He wants her to give up the job, but she doesn't
Yeah,
want to.
yeah, we'll say that. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I would tell him, man, if that's what you want,
Hmm.
then you may need to find another woman.
Exactly. Yeah.
You may
Don't
need to
make her
find.
give up
Don't
her
make her
job
give
if
up her
she wants
job.
to continue to work. Yeah.
Exactly. Don't do that, because you're gonna have all kind of problems.
Yeah.
Really, it benefits both of you. To If she wants to work, let her work. That way. Look, man, you ain't got to pay for all the stuff that
Right.
she wants to do. You
Exactly,
know.
exactly, exactly. No, I mean, that's very true. I mean, if she has certain things that she's accustomed to,
Hmm.
and especially, I mean, the other part of the non-tradition
Hmm.
is people are getting married later.
Yeah.
So if she's already been working and doing her own thing and
Hmm.
traveling and, doing all the things that she enjoys doing,
Yep.
and then you want her to give that all up,
Yeah.
that's not gonna be a lasting marriage at all.
Not at
So
all.
yeah, you really have to take that into consideration. If you want a traditional woman, then yeah, you need to lay those cards on the table before
Hmm.
you get really involved in this relationship. And be upfront and honest.
Exactly.
Even in traditional relationships, women were expected to have children,
Hmm.
and they most of the time wanted to have children.
Hmm.
Nowadays you have a lot of women, because they are getting married later, they might not want to have children, or they may want to adopt,
Yep. Yep.
but again, that's a conversation that has to be had, because we are not we're not necessarily in the traditional, um what am I trying to say? Traditional relationships aren't as prevalent as they used to be.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
back when our parents were, coming up and getting married, and I know that's
Yeah.
eons ago because we're in our 50s. So
Yeah.
that's
But you think about it, you had a lot of people that were, they may not have gotten divorces, but you had a lot of people that were married and in these type of relationships,
Mhm.
and that were very unhappy,
Very unhappy. Exactly.
very
Exactly.
unhappy.
Very unhappy because, the wife was expected to stay home, and she might not have wanted to stay at home. She might have wanted to go out and work,
Yeah.
but that just really wasn't an option, when our parents were coming up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I
Yeah.
think those days of traditional marriages, even though
Mhm.
they're still out there, and there's nothing wrong with
There's
it,
nothing wrong with it.
they're just not going to be there's just going to be, I think there's more non-traditional marriages than there are traditional marriages, and
Yeah.
whatever works in your relationship and whatever you guys agree upon, that's hey, then do
Yeah. Do it
it.
if it works.
If it works,
If it
yep.
works.
If it works. So anything else you want to mention?
Yeah. And also, ladies, if you choose to be that type of wife where you want to stay at home
Hmm.
and, you know, take care of the babies or whatever it is, even if if you don't have kids and you choose to stay at home, then you need to do your part, which is if he wants his food on the table when he comes home, you got to do it
Yeah,
because he's out earning all the money.
yeah,
Then, you got to take care of your part of it. It's not cool if you sitting at the house chilling and partying or whatever, and he's out making the money.
yeah,
So you got to do your part.
exactly.
It's a team thing.
It's a team.
It's
It's
a
a team,
team.
definitely.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for listening. Please give us your opinion about this topic. Do you think traditional marriages are a thing of the past? I mean, we'd love to hear from you.
Hmm.
So coming up next for us, we're still working on more videos. So please stay tuned. Keep an eye out for more of our videos. Like, share, and subscribe. That way you'll know when we make new videos.
Yep.
And I guess that's it for today.
That's it.
So thank you guys again for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.